February, get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
How do people feel about getting Big Fitness Energy at Planet Fitness for $1 down and $10 a month? They feel as thrilled as a kid the first summer they're tall enough to ride the roller coaster! That's right. When you join Planet Fitness right now, you get access to tons of equipment and free fitness training in a clean and spacious club. Don't wait. Join the judgment-free zone today for that all-day energy. Download the free Planet Fitness app and join today for $1 down, $10 a month.
Deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Mark, did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go. Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Book your appointment today at NebraskaAutoDetail.com.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relieved. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
The Omaha Supernovas are back in action this Wednesday, February 21st versus the Columbus Fury at the Nationwide Arena in Columbus. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pearson and Renee Saunders starts at 5 p.m. with first serve at 6. Make sure to tune in to the next Ag Appraisal and Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Supernovas Radio Network.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Hello, everybody. It's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I hear that new Honda manufacturing continues to go up, and you have new Hondas in stock now.
That's correct, Charlie. We have more than 40 new Hondas in stock right now. It's great that a customer can come in and buy a new Honda and drive it home that day. New Honda inventory keeps getting better each month.
Okay, then. How about used cars, Andy?
We have more than 100 pre-owned vehicles to choose from right now, and a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in daily. We have just about every maker model you can imagine in any price range.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday. This first hour is proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Got it. Boom. AD, what is up, brother? Oh, he was there.
He's on the camera. AD, can you hear us?
Come back, AD. Oh, I hear him typing.
Hold on. AD, can you hear us?
That's weird.
He cannot hear us.
We can hear him typing. That's wild.
He cannot hear us. Okay. Well, that's really strange.
Huh. Nick Sainer.
All right.
The golfer.
What's up? Let's see what we got here. No, how's it going, Raffy? I'm trying to figure this out. Trying to want to work on this.
It's good. Another great day outside. It's super nice out. We were just talking before you came on air. You went to the driving range yesterday.
I did. I went to the range yesterday. Actually went through a process. I'm trying to do this whole process thing to where it's not just me going and hitting the clubs that I want to hit. And so, actually having a method to the madness.
Oh.
And so with that,
the Tiger Woods warm up.
Yeah. We were trying. So I started, we might have AD here. AD, can you hear us?
I got you, man.
There he is.
All right. He just said unplug it.
I just logged back in, shut down, and logged back in again.
There it is. No, back to what I was saying. Just trying to have a process, a method to the madness of all right, I'm going to start at my 56, and then I'm going to go to pitching a P wedge, and I'm going to go 9 and then 8, work my way down all the way to the big one, the driver. And so, that's what it was, a method to the madness. And I walked away. I was like, man, I actually feel like I got a little better today.
Oh, boy.
So,
how much time did you spend at the range?
Me and my buddies were there. We all got a large bucket, and we just took our time. So I was there probably about an hour and 15 minutes or so. Well, it was so nice out, guys. It was 68 degrees yesterday.
It was.
And I was like, it was maybe a little windy, which is okay. But I was like, we wanted to golf. So we went down to one of the city courses. We went to Holmes, and that's where we were at for the range. And I walked in, and I was like, well, are you guys busy today or busy this afternoon? 208 bookings.
Good Lord.
They had 208 bookings yesterday.
A smidget.
And I was like, yeah, okay, you guys are, because we were like, let's play 9.
Yeah.
But we ended up just doing the range because, once again, 208 bookings is insane to think about.
Busy day.
Yeah. So,
I think I spent an hour and 15 minutes on the range the entire year last year.
well, and that's how I usually am.
That seems like a little much for the entire year.
Yeah.
I have you more pegged at about 15 minutes.
Nick, let me ask you this, because Raff, I'm going to ask you this too. I think I already know Raff's answer. I don't want to speak for you, but my problem with the range is if I go to the range and then go play golf, whatever I'm doing on the range, if I'm hitting it good on the range, rarely does it transfer to the course. If I'm hitting it bad on the range, it does transfer to the course.
Well, I'll be honest. I hit decently okay on the range, and my putting on the range is usually really, really strong. And then I get out to the course, and it never transfers over, never correlates. So then I sit there and like last season, I didn't go consistently to the range, but I was like, then I wonder why I don't play well. Well, I never went to the range, and so I'm trying this new thing this year where it's like, all right, you know what, we're gonna try to actually improve my game a little bit this season. So.
I do want to get better. In fact, and let OJ, CJ, I'm texting you right now on the text line. Can you hear me now? Can you guys let me know if you can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure as I turn my speaker up a little bit.
Your voice is heavenly.
It's heavenly. Gosh, you sounded like Moses from the Bible when you just said that, Raff.
Wow. Jeez.
Nick, I did book a tea time for Monday.
Oh, hello.
And Raff, I'll let you know. Nick, are you off? But you won't be able to get off though. Well, you got to work.
I mean, there's a chance I'll be around.
You never know.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be like 70.
Dang.
Good Lord.
And so even if I can't make it, Raff, you got a tea time if you want one, and I'll talk to you out there.
How about that?
All by myself.
Hey,
Raff's just gonna be by himself out there.
If I can swing it in my schedule, I'm gonna do it. If I can swing it.
We got something for Sunday morning at like 11. Or
was it 10:15 or?
It was, and then I realized that I booked the wrong day. So Sunday, we had it this last Sunday at like 10:12, and then now this next Sunday we have it at like 11:15 at good old Pioneers. So if you're out at Pioneers, what's up?
I knew David would be chiming in real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, let David know he's gonna get that text. He's gonna
all
get
right.
That text.
There you
He's
go.
gonna get that text. Hey, you guys. Okay, let me ask you this, man. All right, I was good yesterday, man. It was a long travel. Well, actually, it wasn't a long travel day because here's the deal, y'all. I took off out of Lincoln. I'm Omaha at 7:10. Get into Chicago, and I go into the lounge place at the airport 8:45. So I'm there in the lounge from 8:45 until my flight takes off at 1:30. So I literally walk out the lounge. My gate was right there. So I was sitting there for like 4 hours. I'm eating good. I'm working. Good day. Get to the hotel. Get to Springfield, Illinois, which the airport is smaller than Lincoln's, by the way. There's 2 flights, I believe, that go out of there from Chicago. So that's why I had to leave so early. Workout, get to the hotel, get a nice workout in yesterday evening. And then I walk by the gift shop.
Uh-oh. I know where this is going.
A whole bag of Golden Bears Sour Patch. A whole box of Sour Patch Kids. I woke up, I fell asleep right after the women's game in my bed. I woke up and I had Sour Patch Kids on my chest and sugar all over my beard.
That's how Raff was in Cardi. He had the chips. He woke up with a chip buffet. I look over to him. I go, "Here, Raff, what's up?" Oh, just enjoying my chip buffet. He had about 6 different bags of chips.
It was heaven that night. Oh, that was a good time. My chip buffet.
His chip buffet.
I never had one of those before, but
oh man,
Carney.
Oh
what a
my
time. World
gosh,
famous chip
man.
buffet.
What a time. And yeah.
Well, you can see there's a few left of these little bears because they're a little tougher, but there's not many left. Yeah. And I'm like, AD, you've got to stop this behavior, man.
Well,
you've got to cut this out.
Bad AD, bad AD.
I just figured you saw the Haribo commercial with the 2 football players that talk like kids, and they're eating gummy bears on the sideline, and they say, "No, I don't want to play. I just want to keep sitting here and eating gummy bears." Coach calls him. He's like, "Get in the game," and he's like, "No, I'm good. I want to sit right here."
Gummy bears.
Oh man, I was like 80. I woke up like at 1:30 in the morning, took off my sweatsuit. I'm like, this is a problem, man.
Yeah,
this is a problem. But no, good day of travel, man. What's the weather like there today in Lincoln?
67 degrees.
You guys, okay. How much longer is this gonna last? Because I was looking at the weather. I think it's supposed to go into Wednesday. I think next week.
Hold on, we can have.
I think the groundhog might actually be right for once.
The groundhog Puxatawny Phil was correct.
Puxatawny.
All right, hold on.
Hope he is anyway.
So to tell you my confidence in this, guys, I didn't bring a jacket to work today.
Yeah, it's.
I wore a short sleeve shirt, and that's I didn't bring a jacket. So for the next, let's see. So tomorrow's going to be 60 degrees. Friday 56, Saturday 65, Sunday 66, Monday 73. There's that tea time for you. Every single day up until the following Sunday is going to be above 62 degrees, except for one day, Wednesday, February 28th, high of 44 degrees. That's going to be a little bit chillier, but every single other day, higher than 62 degrees up until next Sunday.
Man, this is crazy, man. You know, okay. Now it's gonna make it. I know better being in Nebraska all my life. My snowblower just keeps looking at me in my garage. I was looking at it the other morning when I left, and I'm like, big dog, I ain't putting you away yet. I ain't putting you away yet.
I took the sandbags out of my vehicle.
Dang, look at the confidence.
I took the sandbags out of my vehicle, and I took the ice scraper out of my vehicle.
Look at this confidence.
2 days ago. So
I
feel confident in it.
Nebraska scares me a little bit because it's only February, and it could tease you a little bit.
Right.
And then maybe late March, something gets a little crazy. But I like your confidence. I'm there with you.
This is called a false spring.
Yeah, I mean you're probably right. Joe B says I'm heading to South Dakota ice fishing right now. Yeah. I am not planning on using my heater for the first time ever. It's going to be 50s every day but Friday. Joe B, I want to know how thick is the ice, guys? Because this is the one thing you need to look at is thickness, right? And so I think it has to be you want it to be at least 3 inches, which doesn't feel like a lot, but it's pretty solid.
If it's me, I want it to be at least 12 inches.
Well, might not get that some places.
Then I ain't ice fishing.
So I mean, Joe B, I'm genuinely curious on, because that's what we usually do is you have to check the reports, and so that'd be really interesting to see and hear what how thick the ice is right now at some of those lakes, because if they're getting 50, 55 degrees consistently, that ice is slowly melting away there. Speaking of this,
water skiing,
and speaking of golf, okay, so think about this, guys. Think about Pioneers. What hole would that be? 2, 3, number 4. It's the par 3 over the water.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It bounces.
Yeah. So my buddy hit it on the water, but instead of it going into the water
from the ice,
it bounced on the ice, hit the grass. So he was able to then drop, and then it rolled back onto the ice, and it just sat there. It was sitting right in the middle of the ice.
Play it from the ice.
There were thoughts about should we test it? Should we walk back out onto the ice and see if we can get a ball? Because it was the Pro V1.
Yeah, go get it.
But just about 10 yards away, it was fresh water. It was unfrozen. So we figured, you know what? Probably not the smartest idea. So if anybody's out there sees a golf ball right in the middle of the lake, it's ours. So,
I will say this too. I know this. We didn't have on the notes to discuss today. We don't normally do because I don't like them. But I'll say this real quick. Maybe we can talk about when we come back to Raff on the agenda. I gotta tip my hat to Creighton though.
Ooh.
I don't tip my hat to Creighton.
Amen.
I got it. You know what? It's a respect thing, man. I don't like them. But I think that I could be wrong. I think that might have been the first time in their school history they knocked off a number 1.
Yep.
And yeah, that was like I said, I'm not a Creighton fan, but you got to pay homage to when homage is due, and to do what they did to Connecticut. I mean, that was a big win for the Blue Jays last night for sure, man.
I enjoyed watching the game. Nobody's beating Creighton when they shoot like that. Nobody can beat Creighton when they shoot like that.
Yeah.
And so
Creighton went to another world last night, man.
What's more impressive, guys? The fact that when what was the statistic when UConn went on the road as a ranked team, they're 0-21. Or maybe when they're ranked number 1, they're 0-21. Something like that. And then Creighton's first, like AD said, first win ever over a number 1 ranked program. I think some people up there in Columbus, Ohio, might have been watching that one.
Yeah.
Watching from afar, saying, guy gets a 600th win and does it in the form of a 23-point victory over UConn.
Uh-oh.
You never know, dude.
Congratulations on your victory, Creighton. You're going to lose your coach.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nick, how much? Okay, because Creighton doesn't have to disclose what they make because private institution.
Yeah.
What do you think McDermott makes at Creighton? What do you guys? Because I have no idea.
I would say somewhere probably around 4.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at, I think Fred's making 3, isn't he?
Probably in that range. He's in that range, I guess.
So I would say, Creighton's probably, Creighton doesn't have football. Creighton doesn't have a ton of other sports to contend with. So I would say probably around the 4.5 mark.
And what do you think Ohio State would throw at him? Double?
Maybe not double.
I would say he's getting at least. I would say he at least 6. At least 6.
I'll be honest, guys. Like, I also don't think that it's going to take this astronomically high amount either. I think there's things that are going on there and have been going on where if there's an opportunity to leave and it's to a good spot, right, where Ohio State might be, then I think that there's a higher chance that it's taken. Don't forget, Creighton got a new athletic director. Don't forget there was that. I don't know if there's an official NCAA investigation, but Greg McDermott was under hot water a couple of years ago for a couple comments he made. New athletic director, like I just mentioned. I just think that there's some things that have changed over the last 2 years. He's got Doug McDermott's number retired up in the rafters. Like, he's done his job, right?
Left his
and
mark.
I think when you look at Ohio State, like you said, AD, there's a potential for a higher contract. There's more money involved. There's better resources,
amazing facilities.
Better facilities, and you're going from a power conference to another power conference. It's not like it's a move down. And so I think that I think that it would be more appealing to McDermott than maybe some people believe. So.
Raff, because the reason why I throw this to Raff, Nick, because you literally, I don't think you were around yet. When Dana Altman was at Creighton, I mean, literally, I don't think Nick was around yet. Raff, when Dana Altman was at Creighton,
he might have been a little baby,
little baby,
little
guy. But Nick, it's very similar what McDermott's doing now. Dana Altman was consistent every year, always had good teams, and when he left for Oregon, it was kind of like, okay, and it was different, obviously very different circumstances. The McDermotts, there was no.
Remember he left for Arkansas before Oregon.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely. So it's like, okay, you look about in the corporate America. Sometimes you're at a place for X amount of time, and regardless of where you're at, a job, who cares where it's at? You're at a job someplace, and you're just ready for a change of scenery. Nothing bad, but just ready for a change of scenery. Raff, to your point, Nick, to your point, you add in a different athletic director.
Oh,
you had some comments that were said a few years ago, which could be either here or there. Your son's jersey's retired. It's kind of like, okay, the Big Ten has changed, and you add in these 4 new teams that are coming in. It's kind of like, okay, do I want to just turn over the page and say that was a great chapter of my career? Let's go embark on something else and resurrect and resuscitate. At one time, Ohio State has been a pretty proud program, over the years.
Yeah,
they've had success, and McDermott, is he at that point to where he says, I want a new challenge, a new landscape, and you know what, to get 2 or 3 million more to do it doesn't hurt either.
Well, how about this, guys? This makes it a little more realistic here. So according to USA Today, last year in 2023, McDermott's salary, $2.1 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's going somewhere.
2.1.
As Raff always goes, Nick, gotta go.
Yeah, that was in 2023, according to USA Today. And so,
dang,
yeah,
you go.
Yeah,
so that could be real interesting.
If he declines it, it's because he really likes at Creighton to turn down the money. He's probably going to turn down if he's truly been offered by Ohio State, which it looks like it has been. I didn't realize he was only, and I'm saying this relatively speaking, of course, I didn't realize he was only making $2.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? Now think about this, guys. Ohio State is the only one we may have just heard of. We have no idea if there's not others out there.
Also, just to give people an idea, Chris Holtman was making $3.5 million.
Oh, he's going.
To give you an idea.
Put it this way: with those numbers, he has the potential probably to triple his salary.
Yeah. So there you go. Plus, I mean, it's not like Creighton hasn't had postseason success.
Yeah.
They just haven't gotten over the hump to, be in the Final Four or anything like that. Now, I will say, I think this is a team that could do it. I mean, even prior to the season, it was one of those where, don't forget, Creighton at one time was, consistently top 10. I mean, they're at 15th in the country. They're going to go up a couple spots this next week as well. But I mean, Creighton's this team that if we saw it last night, we saw it against Nebraska. We've seen it against other teams as well. If they shoot like they can. Last night, also, guys, don't forget, Baylor Shireman was practically non-existent. I mean, it was you had Utah State transfer Stephen Ashworth who went off last night.
Yep.
Baylor Shireman, I think, I know for a fact he had fewer than 10 points. I looked when there was like 13 minutes in the second half, and he had 3. Now he had to sit down with foul trouble in the first half, but he still went up at half by double digits. You were rolling without him, and so if you can get it to where, don't forget, Baylor Shireman's this guy that in 6 of his last 7 games has had 6 double doubles and is averaging 17.5 points and 11 rebounds. So that's in addition to NBA prospect Trey Alexander. That's in addition to Ryan Kalkbrenner down low. That's in addition to an experienced reserve guard in Francisco Farabello. So I mean, there's a lot of pieces there that have seen a lot of postseason experience.
So will the tournament committee, will they try to put Creighton in Omaha then, since Omaha's hosting the first 2 rounds?
You would ask, hold on. So now, I mean, that's an interesting point, because there's also been discussions of whether or not Nebraska will get to Omaha, because since Omaha's hosting the first 2 rounds, guys, Nebraska, that's practically home court advantage. And so there's an opportunity here for Nebraska that if they get seeded correctly, that they go to Omaha, and geography does play a factor. So I haven't looked at the other host cities either, though.
I want to see Nebraska versus Creighton in the tournament.
That'd be fun.
So Kevin and Lincoln, that would be, he asked about the rivalry between Nebraska and Creighton. I always say this, like Iowa. If you're an Iowa fan, you're not an Iowa State fan. If you're an Iowa State fan, you're not an Iowa fan. So what is the difference in Nebraska? If you're a Nebraska fan, you're a Nebraska fan. If you're a Creighton fan, you're a Creighton fan.
I think it also plays a factor into, people get pissed off when other people are fans of one team for basketball and another team for football.
Yeah.
And so it's, if you're a diehard Husker fan, you're telling the J-Sker, you can't be partial. You cannot be a fan of both universities. You either are all in or you're all out.
Well, here's the thing. Regardless, I guess I look at it like if we had an Iowa State, or like my family in Pittsburgh, they don't care if they're not playing Philly. They don't like Philly. Yep. You know, we don't like Philly. I don't really dislike them, but I don't live in Pennsylvania, so I don't understand it. So I don't have the same breadth of dislike. But for me, it's like, if it ain't Nebraska, I ain't going for you. But I'm going to respect you, because I respect the heck out of what McDermott's done. And Virginia Pirate, good morning, my man. I don't think we've had Virginia Pirate. Well, I guess we'll by a different name. We've had 0486, but Virginia Pirate, you got a great point. On the text line, he goes, when Ohio State basketball is rolling, they're recruiting McDonald's All-Americans. Not saying Creighton can't recruit, but they'll probably never pull that level of recruit. And Virginia Pirate, I think you're spot on, bro, because as much as McDermott is a great recruiter, you're just not going to get those guys like Ohio State can, because it's Ohio State. You know, and the marquee of Ohio State is huge. I mean, recruiting-wise, can you imagine the NIL collective they have at Ohio State?
Yeah.
I mean, so, yeah, I tell you what, I would be shocked if we see McDermott personally as the head coach at Creighton next year. I just would be. I just
Bring
would
back
be.
Dan Altman.
Well, and here's what's interesting, guys. And unfortunately, we got to get to break here. But
oh gosh, we definitely do.
There's a name. There's a name out there. DeFries from Drake. He's one that has Omaha ties. However, once again, I think with the new administration, it's up in the air. I think there's some things going on up there that are not ruffling feathers. Like, it's not like it's bad stuff. It's just similar. I mean, it's the usual things when a new athletic director gets hired and there's head coaches from the previous, regime in place. And so I think it's just normal stuff like that.
Yep. Like you said, Drake, man, he goes, his theme song at his press conference going to be started from the bottom. Now I'm here.
Yeah. There you go. Well, and another reason why I think it makes sense that this would be the year that McDermott departs is a couple of those players I mentioned: Baylor Shireman, Ryan Kalkbrenner, Trey Alexander, Stephen Ashworth, Francisco Farabello. gone.
They're gone.
Gone after this year.
Happy trails.
So that's why.
to you.
That's why. Now, Creighton did sign a top 15 class in the country last year. However, once again, you have your core on the move.
It's time for Creighton to take a step back anyway. It's time for Nebraska basketball to rise to the upper echelon of all basketball in Nebraska.
Works for me.
Boom.
All right.
That's a good run, Creighton. All right. We'll throw it a break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about
Atomic Diesel?
That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with
Atomic Diesel.
Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how
Atomic Diesel
and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. February's cream cheese flavor is white chocolate raspberry. Pair it with a very berry chai. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Mosaic is a nonprofit, whole-person healthcare organization that embraces God's call and relentlessly pursues opportunities that empower people with diverse needs to live their best lives. Mosaic in Southeast Nebraska, serving Lincoln and Beatrice, would like to invite you to their monthly Discover the Possibilities tour events. Events are held on the third Wednesday of every month and are a great way to understand Mosaic's mission. To RSVP, please contact Melindy at 402-429-0088 or visit mosaicinfo.org/Southeast Nebraska.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and we have some really big savings for you right now. Our new crossover sale is underway. New Terrains, Equinoxes, and Trailblazers starting at $23,290. That's right, $23,290. Also, we've continued our huge Sierra and Silverado truck sale with over $10,000 off new pickups. You heard right, over $10,000 off list. Coppell truly has a small town feel with big city deals. We're right down 144th Street or at CoppellCars.com. Stock numbers G260980 and C119824.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round. And their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday, the middle of the week. Super nice day out. Nebraska women's basketball gets a big victory last night over Northwestern, 75-50.
We do have to get to a text here real quick. Sorry to interrupt you, cut you off, AD, there, before you started talking. Disc Golf Jake sent in a really funny text. Says 3 things I hate most: hangnails, fat-free ranch, and Creighton basketball.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Because, Nick, that's what I was going to read.
Okay, good. I definitely want to talk Husker women's basketball, but we had to mention the text, and I wanted to make sure you saw it.
Hey, man.
I agree with
this golf, Jake. I mean, man, I was serious. That was the only thing I was going to say. I was like, my man said fat-free ranch and great basketball.
Oh, man. Yeah, fat-free stuff does have taste good, so I back you up on that one, Disc Golf Jake.
Oh, my gosh. That's some deep dislike he has right there.
By the way, Disc Golf Jake, proud father of triplets.
Holy cow.
Has triplets.
Oh, boy, he's busy.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
busy. Yep. So,
Oh, my goodness.
anyway, nonetheless, yes, Raff, back to your point. 75-60, Nebraska women's basketball gets 75-50.
25
gets,
point
gets a big victory over Northwestern. I know AD watched it, so I'll step out of the way. But how about this? The Huskers have a chance if Michigan State loses to Purdue and then Nebraska wins their next game. They'll have a chance to clinch a double bye in the Big Ten tournament.
That is a huge thing for because I'll be honest with you guys. I was concerned about last night. I really was. I was concerned about last night. You know, the stuff that's going around. But you know, just what happened this week, the lawsuit, etc. You couldn't think that was not. Because think about this. We lost. Okay, let's just rewind a little bit. We lost to a team 2 weeks ago, give or take, who hadn't won a conference game yet in Rutgers. And we have a wishy-washy game, previous games, you know. To see Nebraska play the way they did last night was pleasantly surprised to walk away with a 25-point victory. You know, because Raff, I was very concerned about last night's game. That's just me personally. I was very concerned about last night's game. It's their last home game, I believe.
Yeah.
Going into tomorrow. You know, in a team that you should beat. Because think about this. We didn't come out very good against Purdue on Saturday.
No.
Yeah.
You know, we were down 10 at one point in the first or second quarter of the first quarter. So I was very concerned about this game. They're playing homage, to the former past Black athletes, etc. The stuff that was going around the program, etc. You're just wondering, would they be able to tune out and block out the noise and just play basketball and dominate a team they should probably dominate? And Raff and Nick, they did, which I was glad to see.
Yep, got her done. That's huge. I mean, just both programs right now, it's just crazy that they're both on verges of double buys. They just handle their business.
Well, how about this? More importantly, you have both programs that have 18 wins right now.
Yeah.
Nebraska women's basketball, 18-9. They have 2 games. They have 2 games remaining in the regular season. One is Minnesota at home on Saturday. On Monday, Monday is their final game, I believe, against Illinois on the road. And so you have them with the 2 games left. Not Monday. It is Sunday, the following Sunday, March 3rd. So they have one Saturday, that's senior day at home against Minnesota.
Yep.
And then who I believe has lost 7 of their last 8. And then you have a week off. And then on March 3rd, Sunday, March 3rd, you have Nebraska at Illinois. And so two teams that aren't very good that Nebraska has to face.
Yeah.
You hope that Nebraska can get that to that 20 win number, right?
Yeah.
But then, guys, once again, we just can't illustrate it and say it enough. The future for Nebraska women's basketball is so bright. You had Natalie Potts with 18 last night, Logan Nisley with 12, Alexis Markowski with 12, and you know what's coming in next season. It's really exciting. The future is exciting.
Yeah,
it is, man. I tell you what, it was good to see though too how many different people, like you mentioned, and Annika Stewart had a great game last night, man. She had 13 points last night, stepped in, and they kept it going. Hackey, she had 7. I mean, it was very diverse in the scoring. Nisley had 12. Jazz, think about this. Jazz only had 5 points last night.
Yeah.
So because you had so much distribution from everyone else, Markowski again playing big in the middle, and Potts, dude, she's probably going to be the freshman of the week again.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But it just goes back again, it's like this team, they just have that ability to where, somebody else steps up every game. They have that type of player. Like Jazz Shelley, didn't have the biggest game last night, but next game, watch her, she'll probably pour in 23 or something like that. I think Markowski is playing great basketball right now. I mean, I know that she didn't have a huge point total last night, but she really affects the game in the middle there when she's in the game.
Mm-hmm. You guys, I think I want to get you guys both your input on this because I know we got a quick segment here before we get back on schedule. I want to ask you both this. I personally feel the loss, let's call it what it is. I mean, they got handled. They got beat down at Ohio State.
Yep.
I think that was a blessing in disguise because they've played well since then. Of course, again, they had their struggles against Purdue, etc. But I think that game showed them, it really showed some kinks in the armor they got to get worked out.
Yeah.
Because you had this, it's kind of like Nebraska's weather right now. You beat Iowa. It was kind of like this false spring, if you would. It's like, hey, we've arrived. I'm not saying they said that or thought that, but the next game showed that they obviously didn't. They were definitely had their heads still stuck on the Iowa upset.
Yeah.
That Ohio State game was a game I thought was so good in that it showed them we have to come and play athletic basketball. We have to play smart basketball, and we cannot turn the ball over. And we have to learn how to break press when there's a lot of pressure. Because Ohio State's got their front court. I mean, their back court. Ohio State is one of the best I've seen. I'm talking about including Iowa, Martin, and Caitlin Clark. Ohio State's back court is extremely athletic and quick. In Nebraska, in Northwestern, albeit they don't have the talent, the depth Nebraska does, they have a lot of speed and quickness in their backcourt. Okay, I seen that last night. And they pressured Nebraska a lot. Do they have the same athleticism? No, but they have a lot of speed. And Nebraska showed if you're just patient, because they got out of sorts against Ohio State. It was frustrating. They got frustrated. I think that game was a blessing in disguise when they played them because they seen we have to relax when we see pressure and not succumb to it.
Yeah, no, I mean you're absolutely right. Sorry about that. I was counting up
I
Minnesota.
was like, are you guys still there?
Well, no, I thought Raff would have some thoughts
no.
there.
I was waiting for Nate. No. Okay, you caught me. I was looking at the text machine. Okay. I'm sorry. It happens. You know what? You know the way I am.
I do. And we still love you, Raff. We still love you. No, so I mean, just looking at Minnesota, right? Because that's what's ahead before we get to break here. Looking at Minnesota, so it's a 4 p.m. tip off on Saturday for Nebraska, right? Minnesota's coming off of a double-digit loss at home to Wisconsin. They did beat Northwestern comfortably before that though. But then they had lost their previous 3 games in February to Michigan State, obviously Ohio State, who's really good, and then Rutgers. So Minnesota also lost to Rutgers, similar to Nebraska.
Yeah.
Going back to January, you had Minnesota who lost, like I said, their last win. How about this, guys? Prior to the win against Northwestern back on February 17th, their last win was more than a month before that. January 14th to who? The Nebraska Cornhuskers at home. They went on to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. 6, 7, 8. 8 straight games. Then they won 1. And then they lost last time out as well. So they've lost 9 of their last 10. Minnesota still 15-11 this season, despite losing 9 of their last 10 games. How about that? That's pretty crazy.
It is. Hey, Raff, let me ask you this, man. I'm flying Southwest tonight. Okay. When I fly out of here.
Next row, you're too short.
No, I have my alarm clock set yesterday. I was working out in the gym and I have my clock set for 6 p.m. because I know check-in started at 6:10. It's 24 hours before. So I had an alarm on my phone that says check-in for Southwest. I ended up being like 8:14.
Ooh, that's really good.
Yeah, because I'll forget. So I put everything on my phone because I would have looked at 9 o'clock tonight last night, but like crap, I'm C99, something like that. So I'm 8:13. But because I upgraded, I have internet. But I'll probably miss tonight's game because will I be able to log into my internet and watch another Big Ten network if I have YouTube TV?
No,
I don't think I will because YouTube.
Really? I don't think they have enough power on the plane to get that to pull up. Because I was trying to get my YouTube TV to pull up when I was flying on Southwest, and it would just.
Raff?
That's crazy.
And Raff, one reason why I think we can't, I might be able to listen to it, but one reason why I can't, because me and you have YouTube TV, it's crossing over state lines. It doesn't know where you're at to locate you one place.
Yeah.
That's the thing about when you're traveling, Raff, it's going to ask you, remember it asked you that question, are you visiting or here temporarily?
Yep.
Wow, that's interesting. Because when I flew back from Cancun, it was during the Nebraska men's basketball game against Rutgers. And I watched it. I watched it the entire time. It was on Big Ten Network. It was on. Okay. I watched it on Big Ten Network.
You might, maybe it will
on the plane.
Maybe it will.
But will the plane have the Big Ten Network if it's not in their area, though?
No, they won't have the Big Ten Network on that.
Well, are you flying out of Springfield?
I'm flying out of St. Louis. I'm getting a car. I'm driving down.
Maybe. Well, this will be interesting.
You can give it a shot.
Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl.
If nothing else, I would think I'd be able to listen to Kipavelka, right? If nothing else.
Yep. You pop the app.
Okay. That's neither there,
much more secure than the website.
Yeah.
So
okay. Hey, awesome. Big Bird, we're definitely going to address that when we come back. I'll let you both look at that text line, but we'll address that when we come back with a little very quick history segment, right, Nick?
Oh yeah,
quick.
Okay. All
right. With those breaks, the Drive 93.7, The Ticket.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934. 8934. HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Doren. God bless you.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mainly sunny skies to go along with calm winds and very mild temperatures. We'll see a high around 69. Tonight, mainly cloudy with a low around 41. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. It will be breezy, though, and cooler with the high around 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The place you call home should always be a place of comfort. Warm and cozy in winter, cool and relaxing in summer. If your home isn't delivering the comfort you expect, call Bryant. It's more than just hot and cold to them. It's about providing the best comfort solutions. And Bryant gives you a full 24-month test drive on your home comfort system. Get full details at BryantLincoln.com or call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs. Empower a life today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Change is only a conversation away when you choose to share your wisdom, time, and heart with a young mind. Together, we can craft a brighter future, one child at a time. Ignite a spark of hope and be someone's guiding light. Find out more about becoming a mentor by visiting teammates.org. Become a beacon of change by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. Mosaic is a nonprofit, whole-person healthcare organization that embraces God's call and relentlessly pursues opportunities that empower people with diverse needs to live their best lives. Mosaic in Southeast Nebraska, serving Lincoln and Beatrice, would like to invite you to their monthly Discover the Possibilities tour events. Events are held on the third Wednesday of every month and are a great way to understand Mosaic's mission. To RSVP, please contact Melindy at 402-429-0088 or visit mosaicinfo.org/Southeast Nebraska.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday. Nice, great day outside. Spoke to Chef Bob last night.
Oh, is that right?
Heavenly Waffles returns Wednesday, February 28th. So next Wednesday, the
Nice.
Waffle Magic returns.
Hey, Nick.
Yes.
Yeah, what's up?
Do we have that wrong text song ready to go?
Oh, I sure can.
We haven't had that one in a while.
Oh no. Hold on, hold on 1 second. Hold on. I gotta search it. I haven't searched it in a while.
While you're searching for that, let me know when you got it. Raff, Bill Belichick is coming to town.
Yes, he is. Speaking at the coaches clinic.
Bill.
How, Raff, let me ask you this, man. With the connections that that Coach Rule has, and I'm talking about this from mostly from a high school recruiting standpoint. Now, other coaches have been here in the past, etc. Okay, but what does this do with Rule in the relationships to continue to galvanize relationships with area high school coaches, even bordering coaches? Because there'll be coaches from all over the country that I'm sure will be at that thing. Yeah. What does this do for Matt Rule and the cachet he begins to build up with coaches around the country by bringing in someone of this caliber?
It's huge. I mean, from a program standpoint, that Coach Rule is able to bring somebody of this magnitude to Lincoln to speak to the coaches, and these high school coaches are going to have a chance to have some one-on-one time with arguably probably one of the greatest coaches of all time. I mean that's awesome. I mean that they went out and they went for. I would have never guessed Bill Belichick. I mean, coming to Lincoln, Nebraska to speak at a coaches clinic, and that just galvanizes that those coaches, and showing that that Coach Rule and the staff have that much, that they want to put somebody of that caliber in a room with these high school coaches. I mean, it's amazing.
It's huge. Real quick, I can't see all the text, but on the YouTube stream, Bob Haney, it says at 8:21, good morning. Bob Haney, good morning to you as well, brother. Thanks for joining us this morning. Raff, you think about in that movie, there's that movie Trading Places, when where, oh gosh, what's Dan Aykroyd's name? I forget what his name is. Anyway, he goes in to pawn that watch, and BB King was the playing as a pawn shop dealer. He goes, in Philadelphia, it's $50. All right. The clinic is only $50.
Yeah.
Those coaches only having to pay $50 to listen to and get tutelage and learning from one of the greatest football minds of our time for $50. Not $200, not $300, not $50. It's a meal with your bride or your significant other at the venue, basically, or for lunch or for a good lunch. $50. And that includes a ton of stuff, man.
Yeah, if someone's listening and wants to take me as their assistant coach, I want to go.
There you go. Just like
Raff,
that.
You probably could go, man.
I'm down.
Do you think I could go and I ask when it's time for question and answers? I can ask him, did you deflate those footballs?
I did not deflate those footballs. Tom Brady deflated
those footballs.
And then we're going to see the next day, Bill Belichick throws Tom Brady under the bus.
I'm going to tell you this.
They're listening down at the university going, AD Raff will not be allowed.
Yeah.
I never said I was asking any questions. I just wanted to listen. Well, Trev, if you're listening,
you got to have some fun with it, man. I would say, like I said, he was a thorn in my side being a Steelers fan, but he was a thorn in my side because no matter what, he figured out ways to win.
Yeah.
And personally, like I said, him not being hired right now, just talking to people, seeing things online and Twitter. Do you think his run is over? Well, I think Bill Belichick has earned the right to where he can be selective of where he wants to go. I mean, he's not going to just take any job. I mean, he's going to take a team. I couldn't see him. Obviously, I don't know the man. I don't know his mind. I couldn't see him going to a program, to an organization that's in a rebuild. I mean, he's 72 years old now?
Yep.
72. I mean, it's like, does he want to be coaching for the next 5, 6, 7 years? I think he wants to go to a place that's already like you move into an apartment or to a house. It's ready to move in. Furniture already provided, already furnished. He's got to have the furniture already there. Maybe change the carpet, maybe throw a few mirrors up there. But he ain't trying to, take out walls, finish the basement. That organization's got to be ready to go. And Bill Belichick, like I said, he's earned the right. I think with, half a dozen Super Bowl rings, he can choose where he wants to go.
Does Coach Belichick know the 3-3-5?
I don't know.
Defensive analyst this year.
We're up against the clock. Raff, any birthdays? Anything special today?
Detroit Tigers former shortstop Alan Trammell.
Okay.
Happy
There you
birthday,
go. That's
Alan.
a good one. There you go. All right, cool. Before we get out of here, hold on real quick, guys. Real quick.
So you texted us. You didn't mean to. You can't take it back. Now we have to read it. You texted us. You texted us. Ooh, you texted us.
There it is.
I love it. I love it. I'm glad we found that. It doesn't happen much anymore, so it's probably hard to
No,
find
it doesn't. I don't know what it is.
Looks like a wheel or something.
Yeah, but 8835, nice job. They sent some picture and said didn't mean to send that. Well,
I guess it's not a wheel. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is either. And from the top, it looks like a little teapot thing, but like once you zoom in on it, it's definitely not.
Maybe plumbing or something.
Yeah, it's got to be some pipe. I don't know. Could have been a lot worse things. Appreciate you sending us the picture though.
Hey, Aaron, that's exactly right, man. In Philadelphia, it's worth $50.
Yes.
Lewis, that's right, David from Renew. Appreciate you, brother. David will be hitting you up too. Raff, take us on the breaky break, man. We got birthdays.
All right.
You got birthdays?
Just Alan Trammell.
Just Alan Trammell.
Alan Trammell.
You bet. You bet.
All right. We'll send it break to the drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. February's cream cheese flavor is white chocolate raspberry. Pair it with a very berry chai. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe. Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Empower a life today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Change is only a conversation away when you choose to share your wisdom, time, and heart with a young mind. Together, we can craft a brighter future, one child at a time. Ignite a spark of hope and be someone's guiding light. Find out more about becoming a mentor by visiting teammates.org. Become a beacon of change by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Mosaic is a nonprofit, whole-person healthcare organization that embraces God's call and relentlessly pursues opportunities that empower people with diverse needs to live their best lives. Mosaic in Southeast Nebraska, serving Lincoln and Beatrice, would like to invite you to their monthly Discover the Possibilities tour events. Events are held on the third Wednesday of every month and are a great way to understand Mosaic's mission. To RSVP, please contact Melindy at 402-429-0088 or visit mosaicinfo.org/Southeast Nebraska.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Let's just talk, because I like these projections. Left defensive end, Ty Robinson. Behind him, Chief Border. Nose tackle, Hush Monster, and then Van Poppel. Right defensive end, Jamari Butler, and then Cameron Linhart.
Yeah, you got to have them on the field at the same time. I mean, that's a train wreck right there. I mean, in the making it. Both of them in the near future is going to demand double teams, so you might as well get them ready for it now. And that's just the best thing for this team right now. They have both of those up-and-coming stars on the field at the same time.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This hour is proudly sponsored by
Doors Plus. Visit Cameron Hall and his team out there, south side of town, on Saltillo Road between 14th and Highway 77th and Saltillo. Out there, if you need any repairs, any maintenance for your garage door throughout the winter months. Obviously, there's a lot of moisture in the air right now, so make sure you head out to Doors Plus. Give them a call today. Visit them online, Doors Plus, garage doors, and more. Proud sponsor of hour number 2 of The Drive.
Awesome. Hey, before we talk about tonight's Nebraska basketball game, man, I'm going to tell you what, I think that The Drive has some psychic abilities.
Is that right?
Yes. So yesterday, we were talking about Kansas's offensive line coach and about his son coming up to Nebraska to visit, and about his grandpa played for Nebraska.
Yes.
I looked it up. His name's Greg Jorgensen. It was his grandpa.
Okay.
He was an All-American offensive guard at Nebraska. He's in the Nebraska Football Hall of Fame, all Big 8 and all this stuff. So as I'm looking this up, I come across so Scott, his dad, the offensive line coach at Kansas, yesterday left to go to the Tennessee Titans to be assistant offensive line coach for Bill Callahan.
There you go.
And then so I'm just like, that is so crazy that we were talking about Kansas's offensive line coach, and the next he's gone.
Yep.
And don't worry, Kansas fans, if there's Kansas fans out there.
They already have their replacement.
The replacement actually is Daryl Agpalsa, who was Lance's offensive line coach preceding up to Scott Fuchs, because Daryl went to Northern Illinois to become their offensive line coach. So Daryl's coming back to Kansas and joining up with Lance and the crew.
How about that? Raff has a pulse on Jayhawk Nation.
Jayhawk Nation.
I did hear Raff during the commercial break randomly say rock chalk, and I didn't know what he was saying. But that's what Raff does, I guess. He's a big Kansas guy.
I already say it. It's always Nebraska.
It's always Nebraska.
See, I had that when Nebraska played Buffalo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I donned the Nebraska shirt. I was like, I'm on Nebraska.
Well, because Lance wasn't there.
Yeah, but I knew.
So
no. If Nebraska plays Kansas, I'm on Nebraska.
I hope so.
All Nebraska.
I hope so. You got to be all in or all out.
All in. I'm all
Raff,
in on Nebraska.
You can't be wearing a half red, half blue shirt when they play each other, man.
Oh no, it's all Nebraska.
Wait, so in a bowl game,
Nebraska.
What if Lance asks you or invites you to the game?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Lance invites you to Nebraska, Kansas's bowl game.
Well, Matt Rule does not respond to my texts as often as Lance does. So maybe,
there's a relationship.
I'm still
with
waiting.
Lance.
I'm still waiting
for
that from that tweet return from Coach Rule. I don't know.
Yeah, I usually don't respond to strangers either myself, Rav. Especially if you do it repeatedly, it starts to look a little creepy.
I feel like we know each other by now,
It is kind of crazy because if somebody randomly tweets at me, I might give them the courtesy like, maybe.
I didn't even get courtesy like.
Courtesy like.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I could.
It's like that phone call. I'll just wait and see if they leave a message.
I've extended the invite to Coach Rule to come in here, have a coffee at the mill.
There are rules in play.
Maybe come sit down.
We can't. There are rules in play.
Rules. Not if he's just an innocent bystander. He doesn't have to be.
Matt Rule is not an innocent
bystander. He doesn't have to be Coach Rule.
He is not an innocent bystander.
Like, Matt, come in, have a coffee, say hi to our listeners.
Well, here's one thing about Twitter. I've always not just me believing it, just talking to some of my buddies in the industry that teach social media. When you at someone and you don't have a relationship, that's like knocking on their door, wondering why they won't open.
Hey, remember me?
If you hashtag someone, that's different. That's like giving a shout out. But when I don't like when if I don't know someone, and this is just real talk. If I don't know someone and they at me, I'm like, I don't even know who you are.
I take that as like a compliment. I'd retweet them. So all the Twitter people out there, you feel free to at me. I'll retweet it.
Raff was like, at me all
day. The parameters, of course.
Raff, we need to get you a T-shirt, Raff. We should do that. It'd be funny. At me all day.
That's the Raff's Roadie T-shirt.
At me all day.
I had a great idea for a Raff's Roadie T-shirt, but Raff doesn't like it. It's probably not radio appropriate.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
It's probably not realistic.
So, Coach Rule, if you're listening, you can come into the studio, have a coffee, and be Matt. We'll just be like, we have Matt on the radio with us. That's all we got to do.
No, there are rules in place.
Oh,
for a reason too. For a reason.
But
there are for a reason.
No,
and we'll respect the rules.
He could come say hi.
We'll respect the rules.
Or at least retweet me. Tweet me. Friend me.
David,
at Chris Raff 7.
David goes, at me or lose me forever.
If you don't at Raff, you don't love Raff.
Okay, here it is right now. Coach Rule is going to request to be my friend on Twitter today at Chris Raff. Follow me. He's going to follow me. We're going to be follow buddies.
How do you're going to be follow buddies?
He's listening right now. I know he's typing it in right now at Chris Raff 7. And he'll probably be following me with him.
And he's going to look and go, man, this guy has tagged me 1,200 times in the last week and a half. What's going on here?
I'm a good guy. I just wanted to get to know his football philosophy.
You're going to get mailed a restraining order. You must stay 500 feet away from Memorial Stadium at all times.
Hey, you're going to be at all right.
That's how you're going to be notified of the new restraining order. It's going to be Twitter DM from the Nebraska State Patrol. Hey, we can't have you within 500 yards, man.
We see you coming, big fella.
You're not hard to miss.
Yeah, I'm definitely not sneaking up on anybody.
Yeah, Ralph, this is gonna be hard for you to be stealth, big fella.
You're gonna have to trust this little red. You're reporting for duty. Man.
Hey,
if Coach Rule's listening, feel free to invite me to Bill Belichick too. I'm down for that also. Thanks, Coach. I appreciate you.
You're just a smoozer. You're trying to smooze.
I feel like there will be a beautiful relationship between me and Coach Rule. I think we'd get along great. I feel like we have a lot in common.
What if he doesn't feel that same way?
He does.
He might be listening, going, "Man, these guys are talking a lot about me. It's kind of weird right now. This is getting real uncomfortable."
He doesn't.
Here.
He doesn't.
Notice that it's not me and AD.
This
It's
is
not
a
me and
one-sided
AD.
conversation. Just put that out there.
I'm not attempting to have a personal friendship with the football head coach.
Yeah.
I'm a good guy. I am a good guy.
You know, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Speaking of just knowing Coach Rule, I had a guy just in the airport. In fact, he's a doctor for the health department. He's over in Decatur, Illinois, and he goes, "We're just talking. Once we wait for our luggage. By the way, my luggage did arrive. Thank God. I was like, you can't screw this up, please." So we're just talking, shooting the bull. He goes, "Hey man," he goes, "Do you go down to the stadium much? You know the coaches?" I said, "Nope." And Raff, I think I've told you this. And he goes, "Why?" He goes, "You're born and raised." I said, "I've been at that stadium since 1983 when I was 9 years old. Nebraska football doesn't need an old washed up walk-on down at the stadium, walking around asking questions. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, wrong, but it's just far as just I'll get to. I've met the coaches each probably once or twice. I like just being from afar, just kind of watching things, man.
Yeah.
You know, we've got with all the different connections we have down there. You catch the news. You know, I've been to the stadium more times than I can count. I love it down there. You know what I want to see, Raff and Nick? Wins.
Gear.
I don't care what. Yeah. I don't care what your name is. I don't care if it's Bob, Susan, or Charles, Chuck. Just win. That's the only thing that I want to see down there. And I feel really good about what Coach Rule is kind of bringing it back full circle. I feel good with him bringing the people he's brought in, and just the overall feeling you have down there. And this is the first time, Raff, for me, I can only speak for myself. This is the first time in a long time that I felt that, you know what, we got the right person driving the car.
Yep.
Now, granted, it's after one season. We got a long way to go, but I feel hope like I haven't felt for Nebraska football in a long time, man. And that's a holistic approach, not just because
I
of
think
one recruit.
there's a lot of it out there
Overall,
too. Like I was talking to one of my old high school football coaches yesterday, and he feels that way too. And he's always had a good eye for that stuff. So when he's saying it, I'm like, okay, I feel like we have an opportunity here. So
absolutely, I feel really good about what Coach Rule and company are doing down there, man. So we'll see what happens, fellas. We'll see what happens. We come back. We do got a basketball. Well, no, we got a guest, Raff.
We got a
special guest.
Yep, we got a call-in guest coming on.
Go ahead and let the people know.
So we got Lindsay Nimitz. She is the director of marketing for Team Jack. So
there it is.
We will have her on when we get back.
Raff talked about Rex Burkhead yesterday.
In a way, and
just like that,
it just happened.
They saw you on Twitter.
See, like Coach Rule at Chris Raff 7. Just follow me.
The power of social media.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Send us to break.
I think it's the power of Raff.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Raff's roadie power.
All right. It's like a Power Ranger.
We'll send it to break. Get it 3.7 the ticket.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hello, everybody. It's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I hear that new Honda manufacturing continues to go up, and you have new Hondas in stock now.
That's correct, Charlie. We have more than 40 new Hondas in stock right now. It's great that a customer can come in and buy a new Honda and drive it home that day. New Honda inventory keeps getting better each month.
Okay, then. How about used cars, Andy?
We have more than 100 pre-owned vehicles to choose from right now, and a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in daily. We have just about every maker model you can imagine in any price range.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Empower a life today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Change is only a conversation away when you choose to share your wisdom, time, and heart with a young mind. Together, we can craft a brighter future, one child at a time. Ignite a spark of hope and be someone's guiding light. Find out more about becoming a mentor by visiting teammates.org. Become a beacon of change by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mainly sunny skies to go along with calm winds and very mild temperatures. We'll see a high around 69. Tonight, mainly cloudy with a low around 41. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. It will be breezy, though, and cooler with the high around 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
What do you think of when you hear the chocolate season? Artisan chocolates? Of course, they have the best chocolates this side of the Atlantic. Friendly neighborhood coffee shop? Yup, they're that too. A nationally recognized top-tier brunch spot. Waffle weekends, baby. And the place to grab a gift for literally any occasion? Everybody loves chocolate. See for yourself at the Chocolate Season, 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead online at thechocolateseason.com.
Tune in to the Malone Radio Show from 9 to 10 p.m. every Sunday night to learn more about the Malone Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln. It's the Malone Radio Show every Sunday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Old School with DP and J.
Do you think it's too early to talk about Patrick Mahomes as the greatest of all time? You know, to be honest with you, I think he might be on ahead of the pace. It was definitely on pace, maybe ahead of the pace. I think right now everything that he does is going to get overblown, and I think people so quickly forgot the 20-year run of the Patriots. Not 5-6 years, 20-year run of Tom Brady and the Patriots.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday. It's a beautiful day outside. Perfect day. Perfect day.
Well, and now let's go to the Allo VIP line. VIP line brought to you by Allo Fiber, where they understand the importance of exceptional service with a local heart. Raff, introduce our guest here.
All right, we have from the Team Jack Foundation, we have the Director of Marketing, Lindsay Nimitz. Is that how we pronounce that?
We go with Nimitz.
Nimitz.
We answer to a lot of different things.
I was so close. But
you were close.
but yeah, I definitely was speaking to you a little bit yesterday, and I was like, we need to bring you on the radio because we got the Team Jack Gala going on this Saturday night at the Cornhusker.
Yes, we're very excited about the gala this weekend, and I really appreciate you talking to me this morning about the event.
Awesome. So what are like I know in the prior years you've had like a bunch of like special speakers and stuff like that. What's on tap for this year's event?
So this year we have Pro Football Hall of Famer Bryant Young coming in as our keynote. He was a standout defensive lineman for Notre Dame, and then he spent 14 years at the Niners. We're really excited to have him come and share his story with us. He actually also has lost a child to pediatric brain cancer. So his son, Colby, was diagnosed in 2014 and passed away in 2016 from the disease. So not only is he an exciting NFL player and whatnot, but I think he'll be able to relate with the families that we have in the room and all of our guests as well, too. Like we're really looking forward to his talk and seeing if he can inspire everybody in the room. I know he will. So.
Now, Lindsay, I have to ask you this. Obviously, a lot of people are aware, especially in Nebraska, of the Team Jack Foundation and what their purpose is for childhood brain cancer research and things like that. Why did you want to get involved? Why are you in the spot that you're currently in and so heavily involved with Team Jack?
Well, my involvement with the Team Jack Foundation goes back before it was even a foundation. My family, my husband and I moved to Atkinson about the same time that Andy and Bree Hoffman, the founders of the foundation, moved to Atkinson. We were both just young couples, no kids, and we became friends way back when. And so kind of when the run happened and the 20 or 30,000 T-shirts were being sold, I just offered to help them. And so my role started then just as a volunteer. And then over the years, my involvement has increased. And Bree is still a great friend of ours, and their kids and our kids are good friends. And Andy, he was a great friend of my husband's, and so we just became involved because it was something that they were passionate about, and we wanted to help them, and it has just really grown. And I'll never do anything else until we find a cure. So that's kind of how we are here,
And Lindsay, I have to ask, since you were personally, and still are connected with the Hoffman family, a lot of people know about them, but might not know them personally. And obviously they're such a big part of this foundation and just the fight against, cancer or with cancer research. Talk a little bit about the family that people, so listeners can somehow relate to them and know a little bit about who they're donating to. What kind of foundation are they becoming a part of?
Sure. So Andy was probably one of the most passionate people I've ever met. He found this cause because, Jack's diagnosis and knowing that any research we funded most likely would not affect him or benefit him. He didn't care. He was just pissed because when they told them what kind of treatments Jack was going to need to take to keep his tumor at bay, they weren't able to surgically remove it all. So he was having to take chemo, and the side effects from that old chemo, it's about 40 years old now, what he took. The side effects are terrible. A lot of times these kids they beat the tumor, but then they live forever with side effects that just affect their daily lives, or, in a major way, a lot of them too. So, so since Andy passed away in 2021, Bree is a little bit quieter, but she's really leading with more force now than ever because she realized, and wanted to be able to carry on Andy's legacy with this foundation and raising money for research. So she stepped into a bigger role. She's our board chair now, and their family is outstanding. They are second to none, and very, very cautious about every dollar, that we raise. We try to turn it out into research. So I think 93 cents on the dollar goes to research, and Last year, we awarded, I believe, over $1 million in grants for research funding. And this year, we've already approved grants for about that much too, just over $1 million. So, since 2013, we've been able to raise over $12.5 million, and none of that's possible without the support of so many awesome people, many of whom are in Nebraska. So we have some really, really great sponsors and many great donors that we just can't thank enough for helping us, rally behind this cause and try to make a difference for kids with brain cancer.
Lindsay, this is Aaron Davis. Thank you again for joining us this morning. I know with the event coming up this weekend, you've got all sorts of things going on in Clearwater, Nebraska. A lot of people may not have heard of that. I spoke up there probably 20 years ago, and it was freezing. I do remember that. It was really, really cold up in Clearwater, Nebraska. But you know what, Lindsay, you being a team player, I was looking at your bio last night. You play basketball and softball. You're a Prairie Wolf there at Nebraska Wesleyan. Your own family. Yeah. You spent time in corporate America as well in the casualty insurance background, plus raising a family. Why? I mean, you mentioned why you stay, etc., until there's a cure found. A very good friend of me and Raff's on our station is Dave Remington. Dave Remington played, of course, football in Nebraska. He has a thing called the Remington Trophy, where all the proceeds go towards the fight against cystic fibrosis. Each year, Lindsay, we see, and I've been emceeing their event for 20 plus years, you see some of the same people there because they're so passionate about it, what they're doing. Tell us right now, with all the years and time you've invested, you knew the late Andy Hoffman, and it's a blessing to see how his vision has continued on, not just his, yours as well. What changes have you seen in the research towards brain cancer?
Well, research is a tough thing. It's intangible, and it's not an easy thing to ask for funding for, because it's not a product that you can just create and then it's there. It takes a long time from the research that starts in the lab and then to get into clinical trials. And in 2015, Team Jack invested in a trial at Boston Children's or Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, I guess it is. And now that drug has been purchased by a pharmaceutical company, which is really exciting. And at the end of April, it's actually in clinical trials, multiple different ones, and it's helping kids right now. And at the end of April, we'll find out if the FDA approves the drug. And if that happens, that drug that we've heavily invested in will be, I believe, the first drug ever developed specifically for kids with brain cancer that's FDA approved. I mean, there literally isn't therapies for kids. I mean, they take other cancer drugs and give them to kids with brain cancer and see if it works. And so this is exciting because this started with the needs of kids, and it's looking at, like it should be. Hopefully we're hoping, but it's to see the kids, we've dealt with, or met, I should say, about 100 families. Some of them are outside of Nebraska, but there's a lot of local regional families that we know, and it's very heartbreaking because many of them have lost their kids to brain cancer. And, and a lot of the survivors, there are some survivors that are just doing great, but there are some survivors that really have just really, really tough time. And it's really hard to watch. And that kind of is what fuels us. We want to make those kids, be able to beat their cancer and be able to live a full life just like everyone else, So trying to develop or, invest in the research for these drugs that will minimize their side effects and be more targeted therapies toward their type of tumor is what we want. And the progress is exciting. There's other things that we have going on too at the Nebraska Childhood Brain Tumor Program that we helped start in Omaha at UNMC and Children's. We've made a $6.5 million commitment there, and to try to bring specialists for kids with brain cancer, because it's not just, it's specialized. So we want them to have the best doctors and whatever. And so from the very beginning, when Andy was trying to get this program going and he got a state match, for the first initial $1.5 million, the goal was to try to get some of these clinical trials available in Omaha. And at that time, there was none. Like, if kids wanted to get on the best trial for their type of tumor, they had to go to Boston or Mayo or Stanford or, MD Anderson or something like that. Well, now at the program in Omaha, they're hosting over, I think, 10 or 11 clinical trials for kids with brain cancer now. So that's major progress, and we're really, really excited because local families, they don't want to have to go out of state, and some of them can't afford to.
Can't afford that.
So,
Absolutely. Cost prohibitive.
yeah, so we're really excited about the progress there, and they have hired specialists, and they have a tumor board and a tissue bank, and they're rolling, and it's it's exciting.
So this Saturday, are you guys all sold out for this Saturday? Are people still able to purchase tickets for the gala?
Well, so we are sold out, which is very exciting, but we hate that because we want to be able to, have more come to the event. But what people can do is if you go to teamjackfoundation.org, you can, we allow off-site bidders for our live auction powered by Proxy-Bid and our silent auction. That's on BidPal. It's a mobile bidding deal. So you can participate in the auctions, and then we also have a live stream on YouTube. So starting about 6:30 on Saturday, or 6:40 maybe, you can actually watch the event, and it's pretty high quality and really great video and audio. So it's pretty exciting. So there's no cost to watch it either, and we do that because we want to raise more awareness for the cause, and we figure the more people see it, the better it is. Awareness is what drives donations, and that's what helps research and can ultimately help the kids. So
awesome. And then if anybody wants to donate, they can just go to the website also.
Yep, teamjackfoundation.org will have everything right there for the gala, right on the homepage. Should be easy. So we invite everyone to participate if you can, and even if you think you can't donate much, it all matters.
Absolutely.
$10, $20 donations add up when a lot of people give. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a really great event. So
awesome. Lindsay, we thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it, and wish you all the best this Saturday at the Team Jack Gala.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me on. Appreciate
you
it.
Bet, Lindsay. Keep making a difference, my friend.
Thank you. Take care.
You bet.
All right. That was Lindsay Niemitz from the Team Jack Foundation. We will throw it to break right now. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Houses?
They're expensive, and once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
A lot of work goes into making Nebraska, Nebraska. Keeping it green. Helping it thrive. Making it fun. Everything that goes into caring for our outdoors, from waters to wildlife, plays a big role in making Nebraska home. Learn how we help conserve our state's natural resources at outdoornebraska.org.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
What do you think of when you hear the chocolate season? Artisan chocolates? Of course, they have the best chocolates this side of the Atlantic. Friendly neighborhood coffee shop? Yup, they're that too. A nationally recognized top-tier brunch spot. Waffle weekends, baby. And the place to grab a gift for literally any occasion? Everybody loves chocolate. See for yourself at the Chocolate Season, 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead online at thechocolateseason.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Floyal's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Floyal's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. All you have to do is visit FlorialsNE.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. Got it. Boom. Got it.
Just
Got
like
it.
that.
Got it.
All right. So, Raff, go ahead and take it away with a little RGT action here.
All right. Today's Raff's Good Take, it has to go out to the Team Jack Foundation.
Absolutely.
Just everything that Team Jack Foundation does for pediatric brain cancer. It's amazing hearing Lindsay talk about how Bree's fighting just as hard as Andy did, because we all know what a warrior Andy was and what he went through, and just what an amazing family the Hoffman family is. So my Raff's Good Take goes out to Team Jack, and I hope they have a very successful gala this weekend.
I would 100% agree. Unfortunately, AD is not with us right now. What's the plan for today, Raffy? There he is.
I was just listening and forgot to hit my buttons. that was a great RGT. Absolutely.
I 100% agree.
I was watching like this.
Oh, man, just look at you, just so in tune. All right, AD, what's you got for attitude adjustment today?
Really quick, the AD Attitude Adjustment is always sponsored by the Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska. Full-time, part-time, days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at ilc.net/careers. Folks, again, Raff, that was a great RGT because my mind, I have so much respect for the Hoffman family. Here you have Andy that starts this foundation, and then it's something he succumbs to. Unbeknownst to him, back I think it was 2019, and just my thoughts and prayers continue to go out to that family. I hope the event is a huge success this weekend. So we have great take on that. And my 80 attitude adjustment this morning, folks, is this: if it costs you your peace, it's time to release. If something is just constantly, it's just whether it's a person, a place, or a thing, a situation is costing you peace, release it and let it go. Release it and let it go. There is nothing worth your peace of mind. If it's costing you your peace, it's time to release.
Let it go. Just as simple as that. All right.
Perfect.
Raffy, send us away, my man.
All right, everyone. It's been another great Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of the day. It's beautiful outside. And remember, be nice to each other. And we will talk to you tomorrow.
Hog Wild's giant stuffed baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying